Right, so some problems. Going back to one of my old tutorial videos, which was a spin shots one, I had a lot of comments about people still not being able to do it, but then again I've had people saying thanks very much or whatever. So I'm going to go through a bit more like what could you be doing wrong, because I managed to somehow help somebody in the comments section and they said that was pretty much what they were doing wrong. What the problem was, they kept on hitting, what the problem was, the cue ball kept on jumping every time they took the shot on the screw back. Now, I've seen this in person of people that I know, and I know why that is happening. It's quite simple. There's actually a few different reasons really. One is the fact that you're hitting underneath the cue ball rather than the bottom of it, so you're hitting it like there, which is way too low. So you want to aim about there, and look, you can see you get the screw back even if when it's about there. So what this person might have been doing, and they were also lifting up the cue after they'd taken the shot, so they're trying to hit it really hard and lifting up. So basically losing all your cue where you want in the cue to go. So they were going like that. It's very easy to do that. Another problem that people have is the fact that you don't keep the cue straight forward where they're wanting to hit the ball. So for example, if they are hitting it really hard, a lot of people can lose where the cue is going. So it could end up hitting over here, it could end up hitting over here, you could end up miscuing anyway. It's one of that you've got to make sure that you keep your cue going straight through from where you're hitting the cue ball, so it's like that, but obviously that is a foul. Now some shot, depending on the distance between the cue ball and the object ball, you can't put your cue all the way through, otherwise you can end up fouling yourself. So for example, if I'm playing a screw shot here, I cannot put the cue all the way forward, because the cue ball will come back and hit it. But if I'm playing top spin, I can put the cue forward, so top spin is right near the top, not too far to the top, because otherwise you can end up going over the cue ball and miscuing. Also, another top tip, make sure your bleeding cue's chalked. I'm going to put the cue right forward here, it's going to keep them going after I've hit the cue ball. So it's not stopped as soon as I hit the cue ball, it's gone forward a little bit. Another one is getting that back arm straight. So you can see at the back here, well just about, that my arm is straight down. Think of it as a building. You want to have a building straight up, not leaning over like the Tower of Pisa. So you want to have it straight up, because if you end up having your end up having your arm like that, it ends up moving your cue about all over the place. Whereas it's straight, it goes straight forward, cues go. It's just make sure you have it straight. And another thing is to have your chin near enough on your cue, so then you can get the best line. Making sure your stance, your feet aren't too close together, because you can lose your balance when you've got your feet too close together, and not too wide apart, because otherwise you look stupid. If you want to learn more about like the stance and your cueing, I'll leave a link, I don't know, here or in the description or the end of the video, and there's a tutorial from a while ago about that. Another reason as to why you might be missing shots or miscuing or whatever is the fact that you're not lining up properly. You've got to get that right line, and you want to make sure of that. You don't want to rush shots. A lot of people seem to rush shots and think it's easy peasy, but it's not. Well, this shot is, but you know. But you see a lot of people, as I was saying before, with the whole cue going up in the air thing. If you're going forward, you're lifting your cue up probably just before you hit the cue ball, so you're not even aiming where you were in the first place. And it can end up pushing the cue ball away from where you were intentionally aiming to go. So just bear that in mind, just keep it smooth, just keep it you know, keep the cue as straight as possible to where you want the cue ball to go. Now you may think spin shots are difficult, but really, once you've got used to them, they're simple. This isn't showing off, this is just showing how easy it can be after you've learnt them. Screw back, top spin. It's quick as that. But don't play like that, that's just stupid.